Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam from the Soul of Stella, and I've got another pick a card reading for you today. We are talking today about who is secretly spying on you and why. Okay, so this might be an ex, even a current lover. It could be a friend, a family member, a co-worker, anyone. So let's dive in and find out. We want to know who, why, what they would say to you, and then we're going to get some advice from spirit. Of course, remembering that this is a general collective reading, even though you're picking a pile, so that time is fluid and you only need to take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you in this situation. And we are dealing with a sensitive topic, so if you're uncomfortable with that, of course this might not be the reading for you. But without any further ado, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. I have pre-shuffled some cards and then we're going to clarify with tarot as well, but take a moment, use your intuition. Timestamps are below and I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. This is all about who is currently spying on you. Why are they spying on you? And what would they say if they had the chance to actually speak up? Speak up. I just heard speak up, like an echo. And then we're going to get some advice from spirit. So I've got some cards already shuffled here for you. And then we're going to use the tarot, the Astro dice, and an advice deck. Okay, so for who, we have the shadow self, and it says denial, projecting, and shame. And this is from a Martian's, like, aliens deck. So this is interesting. It feels like someone who maybe feels like a dark cloud in your life. I do think you know this person, but they're also lurking in the shadows. So they're currently not someone who is in your direct line of sight on an everyday basis. I think this might be someone who may be watching you kind of under a false name or false profile or something like that. With this window, it's giving me major creeps. But I'm also sensing, don't shoot the messenger, I'm also sensing that this is someone that you perhaps mirrored at one point in time. So by that, I mean that your projecting and your denial and your shame, you kind of bonded over that, or you both kind of mirrored that to each other. So it does feel like a toxic person, but it feels like someone who also watches you at night, and it feels like they're at a distance. That's what I'll say with that one. All right, I'm just going to put all the cards out here. We've got anger. Ooh, look at that eye too. And the red. Oh, I'm actually getting chills down the back of my spine. Oh, okay. Someone who is like very triggered by you. And I feel like they're upset that you left them. It could be vice versa, but let's get more information. Semi-sextile and allowing. Okay, so this is someone who or a situation where it allows something, it gives opportunity to something, lets something in, encourages, gives hope. You may have actually enabled this person in some way, shape, or form. I'm also picking up that this could be a parent, and they had a temper. And this might have been a cycle. Okay? So if this is in a love relationship, because I just felt that was someone that you mirrored, and that gives me love relationship vibes, but it doesn't have to be that. But it's someone where you perhaps went in cycles with this person, to no avail or to no reward. There might have been periods of hope and periods of what felt like growth, right? With this plant and the stars coming out here and the V there that looks like victory. It does feel like hope in some degree, but I feel like it was imbalanced. Then we've got Saturn and wisdom. This is talking about challenges. This is talking about being resourceful with what you have. And I feel like if you were dealing with this person at some point in the past, you were thinking and you were in denial about thinking that this was as good as it was going to get for you. There's a sense of like restraint here, tests, a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, but almost like this ring, the rings around the planet, right? It feels like something might snap at any moment. It feels like an elastic band. Something might snap at any moment. And the darkness in those two cards, right? With the shadow and then Saturn showing up on this card in like a shadowy state there. There's a darkness here for sure. And it tested you. This situation tested you. And it either tested your anger or theirs. I definitely feel like it's theirs. But there is a sense of like you had to mature to grow past this. And I feel like you outgrew this person. See how the person at the window is like, the window is almost like an illusion because they're actually standing behind it and it's not attached to anything. Their legs are still showing. And then the shadow figure is, you know, 4 times the size of the person. I feel like you outgrew this person. Interesting reading. Sunglasses. Oh my God. Oh. I just shuffled all these cards. Like I went pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And look what has come out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. They're not in your direct line of sight. They're in like out of focus right now. They're in the shadows. And this is giving me someone who is turning a blind eye. Look how like blank those sunglasses look. It's turning a blind eye. That kind of feeling. And I think it's you. I think you may have blocked this person out of your life, but they've found a way, and it feels like blind sight. Like they've found a way to sit in your blind spot. You know, when you're turning your car and that you just miss that one pole that's right in your blind spot. It's like that's where they're lurking. Eee. Yikes. Older woman. Dealings or relationships with an older woman. Interesting. That could be you. You may be older than this person. Or the anger and the backwards and forwards and the gaslighting situation may have involved a third party. It could be a mother figure here as well. Weeping willow, family sorrow. Yeah, there's the mother parental I was picking up on. Pay attention to your work. Yeah, you may have been really, and this is resourcefulness. The Saturn talks about structure and time and tradition. And having, it says actually container here. So that's really interesting. And a sense of gravity. You wanted to come back down to earth. You wanted to ground. Whereas this shadowy self, it just kind of like flows. It just zooms in and out. And that's that focusing energy. It's like zoom in, zoom out. They may have been really hot and cold with you. And, you know, you were triggered by their anger and felt shame for whatever behavior they convinced you that you caused this anger for, but you had an underlying bubbling kind of anger about the distraction that this was and the lack of discipline that this person had, the lack of maturity that this person had, and how impractical this situation had become, and it was stunting the growth that was needed for you. It was like you allowed this to happen, and that's that shame coming back that I'm picking up here. And I really feel like since the separation that has occurred here, you've really been paying attention to your work, possibly like overworking, throwing yourself into work to avoid this person. Interesting. You've got gavel here, involvement with the law. Yeah, it's giving me the mad creeps, I have to say. I'm so sorry. Now, this could have been someone you divorced. That could be that kind of involvement with the law. Or this could just be like a not very nice person that they're actually projecting their anger back onto you with some kind of denial about, oh, well, it could still work out, even though maybe I was incarcerated, or even though maybe that person put an AVO out against me or something like that. They're still going to let me back in, you know. Interesting. Let's get some tarot on the table. Who is this person? Can we clarify the shadow self? Who is this person? for pile number 1. Who is spying on them? They may even be spying through work, I have to say. Or they may be posing as an older woman. I get the sense that this person also wasn't there for you with family issues, but this family sorrow is also giving me, because it's like a family tree, the weeping willow, it gives me a sense of that divorce or separation of family as well. Oh, 10 of Swords, goodness me. Okay, so there's a lot of responsibility was on your shoulders, and actually, we asked who is this person. I feel like this person thought there was a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. But the reason that I said a lot of responsibility on your shoulders is because whatever this person was thinking that they were doing, they were not doing. They were not coming through. They were not grounded. And that's that shadowy self. It's like smoke and mirrors, you know. It's someone who almost like projects themselves onto a screen and says, here I am, but poof, here I'm gone. Like disappearing act. I get that sense, and you're just like left with like a lingering neg energy of this person. And I think that's why the birds are here and the birds are flying away. And I picture you as this person here who's kind of just like looking into the distance, like, well, where'd they go? You know, unreliable person here. And then you've got the 3 of Cups, and that's that third party energy that I was picking up on. With that older woman energy, but also it could have been that this person prioritized. I just heard the boys with a Z. The boys. You know, the beginning of the like Montague and Capulet kind of fights on Romeo and Juliet. It was just like that, like the boys, like just really bad boy energy. No, regardless of sex, that's just like the image that I'm getting. But prioritize like partying, good times, possibly drinking too much as well. And this person, I just heard rum, okay? Because then I just looked at the anger card and I just got like rum rage vibes in my head. Ooh, gosh, heavy. And I'm also like smelling it as well. So you may have been really turned off by that. But I'm hearing also, side note, with the stars in the sky here, I think you've been able to reconnect with some really powerful friends, or some really like, I just heard the word vibrant friends, people who have got your back. See how these people are like facing the back and they're all kind of holding onto each other? People who have got your back. You've been able to turn to a few people, just a few good friends, who have supported you in this situation, and with they're kind of like lifting their skirts at the back there. They're holding their skirts up from the mud. I feel like you're really trying to stay out of it, but also things are being revealed. And the 10 of Swords is it's a sword. So it's a communicative sword. Energy, I should say, communicative sword. But it also flows quickly. So this might have all like disintegrated in the last few weeks, okay? Because this is talking about air energy. So it's a lot to do with communication, and it does go quickly. So I would say a few weeks is when this card wanted to show itself. 4 of Swords, there's that sword energy again. You've really been resting and recuperating and looking after yourself. And I feel like nurturing yourself, it just feels like that fetal position, you know, the love heart there that's got like a little mend, like it's got a couple of stitches in it that's been mended. Good on you, pile number 1, because I feel like this person really exhausted your resources. I keep hearing resources with that Saturn energy. And this person, well, you allowed them, but I do want to say, like, it's less about the allowing and less that you really did believe that you could grow something from this, and you really did believe that you were able to come in and give hope to this person so that they may change. And you may very well relate to someone who's empathetic. And it's very, very interesting that the dice that I've positioned here, I haven't even thrown them yet. And we've got Cancer energy, the moon, and the 4th house. And so we're really, really talking about someone nurturing here, and the computer just agreed, right? It just went ding. Cancer energy is mothering energy. It's nurturing energy, again, regardless of gender. The moon is revealing mysteries and secrets. This also rules the stomach. Cancer and the moon rules the stomach. And I just got like a grumble in my tummy. So you may be having a hard time digesting what has happened here. And again, what you have like let happen, almost in that I was blindsided. You know, this person was a charmer and then they weren't. This person was like a good family man and then they weren't. You know, and then the fourth house is really talking about home. So it does give me a sense of like if you were in a relationship and living with this person, possibly with children, or this is definitely a family matter, because that's talking about like roots and nurturing and ancestry, and again, mother energy with the fourth house. Okay, so either someone's mother got involved or this is very much to do with your mother, but very toxic situation here that I just feel horrible for you about. Okay, now let's understand, why is this person, I mean, they're jealous. I get a sense of jealousy. I get a sense of that they don't like to see you moving on, right? And they don't like to see you having support. They see the work that you're doing. They see the growth that you're having. They see you turning challenges into successes, okay? I feel you alchemizing your pain into forms of pleasure in your life and making the most of your situation. There's deep anger, and I do feel regret about this. The Four of Swords can often talk about regret as well, like a missed opportunity, okay? Because you were sleeping on this connection. Not you, but them. They were sleeping on this connection. And they're watching you because they're almost like watching you fly, right? If this is now this person, they're watching you fly high and fly very far away, and they're having a hard time letting go of that. And yeah, I just heard drink to that, so interesting. Death and rebirth. This is why, okay? Why? Five of Swords. They're mentally conflicted. They can't let go in their head. And I do get a strong sense of jealousy here, and the Seven of Cups. And they're really trying to throw up. Oh, that's an interesting phrase. Throw up. Oh, they're really trying to, and again, that comes back to digestion. A lot of mirroring going on here. I feel like this person is really deciding whether they're going to repeat this cycle and get back in touch with you. But this death energy is like something really ended here. And I just heard the word violent, and I'm so sorry, trigger warning. It just feels a little bit violent, like a violent end, a sudden end. And then the rebirth energy is talking about you, I feel. They're watching you, and look at the cloak. They're watching you almost like live the life that they wished they could have had with you. They also see you having options, okay? They see you and they think to themselves, and it's really affecting them, and possibly late at night, they're really affected mentally by the fact that you have support, you're getting the rest that you need, but you also have options here, okay? And they're watching that. They're cloaked. They're watching you have the rebirth while they remain in the death energy, okay? But they are considering coming forward. The Five is also a sword. You've got 3 sword cards here, and I really feel like they're deciding whether they are going to reach out and connect with you. Is this person going to reach out and connect? And if so, how? Is this person going to reach out and connect? If so, how? King of Wands. Oh, they want to. They want your body, okay? I think they just want to come through for the intimacy. And they want your money. They want your money. They wish they had have shown up in a different way so that they could have had access to your resources, okay? And so they could have actually grown something with you. They do see themselves quite highly. I'm not going to deny it. They do see themselves quite highly. They think of themselves as quite the player, or quite the charmer. Like, I just heard ladies man, again, not shading the men, but I'm getting a lot of masculine energy from this person. But they're coming across as a player. They're coming across as someone who wished they had have done things differently, wished they had have held on to more of the resources, and done something with it and actually like grown. They did have lofty visions of growing something with you and like stabilizing something, like going on a journey to stabilize something. They really wanted to build something with you, and I feel very much so that they've lost that, and they think that they still have a power over you in a sexual sense. But I've also seen the gecko on the front of this King of Wands t-shirt and the lion in the background. And this is like, this person does not know what's coming. You know, if they want to mess, if they think that they're, I just heard King S-H-I-T, if they think that they are that, all that, they got another thing coming is what I'm just hearing. So the lion is just going to make a meal out of that gecko. But the geckos are very swift and shady and camouflaged, okay? They blend in. Like, I've got beige walls, and the geckos, you can barely see them. You'll hear them, right? They'll have that little mating call. And they can turn translucent as well. So I think you see right through this person, and I feel like you're coming through as this Leo energy in the background. Not necessarily as the King of... I don't see the King of Wands as having enough fire to face you, right? And that's why you're coming up behind this person. It's like you're 2 steps ahead of this person. Oof, goodness. Go you. But you hold on to your coin, okay? You hold on to your money. You hold on to your resources. You hold on to what is rightfully yours, because we don't want this person coming in and taking that from you, which they do believe they can do, because this Knight of Pentacles energy is really talking about like starting slow and working up to like the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, they had really lofty dreams, but their actions just did not follow. You know, they really wanted to have like the house and the car and the boat and the jet ski and like the whole thing. And they had like a slow and steady plan, but it was almost like too bloody slow, you know, to the point where they probably came across as really stingy, but not with the boys, right? Or not with the other person, not with the third party. You may have found receipts. There's just that energy coming through. And then you've got the 7 of Wands. You're just protected, okay? You're protected and protecting yourself. And I feel like in this nest, you're very protective. So in the home space that you're in now, I feel like you're really, safe in that place. Let's get some more info from these dice. The 10th house. What's that? That's Capricorn. Capricorn. And what's that? And Jupiter. The 10th house is really talking about career and ambition. We got that and it fell right over the desk. That's talking about like work, power, and reputation, right? And then the Capricorn energy is very much talking about earth energy. It's talking about reliability. Stability. It's very much the Knight of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race here. And Jupiter energy is talking about expansion. Okay, so I do feel like you're on the right path here. There is a big sense of wisdom that has come through from what you allowed into your life and what you will no longer allow. You can also be blind to this behavior in a way that you now no longer entertain it mentally, and therefore you will not entertain it physically. You're very much protected by the passion projects that you're working on as well. You've got your guard up. You're not about the sneaky energy. And I'm also seeing that you may be doing a lot of meditating, but look at the bubble around this person. I do think and look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, divinely guided. There's that Leo energy again with the sun. There's the Lovers, okay? I'm hearing do not give in to temptation. There's a lot of clarity coming through, potentially about like who your true soulmate is, because there's the King. Oh, wow. The King of Cups is underneath. Wow. You're going to meet a divine counterpart, someone who will match you in finances and the way you like to work and actually get things done, and someone who is an emotional match for you and who you can have a 10 of Cups with, right? The happy family, whatever that means to you, but joy, happiness, stability, equal give and take. There's a beautiful new beginning starting for you, and that's why I felt like that person, this person we're talking about, the stalker, the watcher, is really stuck in the death energy, and they're cloaked in that, whereas you are really showing up as this bright new blue light under there, and that's you having the rebirth after the death energy. This is divinely guided for you, and I hear the word karma as well, so this may have been a karmic soulmate, but you're really protected. You may even be having like a spiritual awakening as a result of this situation, but a lot of expansion, and I feel abundance coming for you as well. Also, with that power and fame that comes with the 10th house sometimes as well. So your luck is changing. Jupiter and that power and fame energy, whatever you're working on, whatever your passion projects are, where it's coming from your core, it's coming from your gut. Like, trust your gut here. And that's very much that alchemizing energy that I was talking about before, like turning your pain into something pleasurable, productive, profitable, and something that really ascends you, like really like sets your soul alight. Can we get some advice here to wrap up for pile number 1, please, Spirit? Can we get some advice? I don't want to dive too much more into that person because I do feel like you're good. You know, let this person go about their karma, because it's too heavy. It's too creepy. Value your own life too much to resent others who have more than you, or to judge those who have less. You're very, like, it is what it is about this person. You're not holding a sense of resentment towards this person anymore. And that's why I feel like you had shame about your anger, because you always knew you were made for more than this situation. You always did know, but you allowed this because you thought this charm, this, I heard spoiling, okay? So someone spoiling you, someone like laying it on thick, right? Someone who really came in hot and then left you cold. Came in hot, left you cold. It gave you just like a breadcrumb to hold on to. And that's the part where you thought this was as good as it was going to get. But you actually like built yourself up from the pain, and from that you remembered who the F you are and how much you are valuable, and the life that you have to live is valuable. I'll hold that there in case you want to take a screenshot. But that is what I have for you, pile number 1. I'm glad that you're staying away from this person. I would not be letting this person back into my life, but you do you. I see you having a brand new happy beginning here. A lot of happiness, sunshine, good health, a lot coming to light, maybe delving into some new education as well, starting a course or something. But there's a lot of like entrepreneurship and building a stable, happy life, like in a balanced sense with someone better. Okay, that is definitely coming through. So I wish you all the best, pile number 1. Please let me know in the comments below how this resonated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 2, this is your reading all about who is secretly spying on you and why. I have already pulled some cards for you, but we will clarify it with tarot and get some advice. Okay, so let's start. We've got like a Martian card here to talk about who they are, and it says, I'm probably going to butcher this word, Nagas. So this is lovers, erotica, and sensuality. It's also giving me the feeling of being very entwined with someone. Someone you may have had like a spiritual connection with. I heard like spiritual sexual connection with. Okay, interesting. We've got Capricorn and the boss. Whoa. Serious, authoritative, work-related, like dedicated to getting it done. Slow and steady, structured, traditional, wise, accomplished, a bit of a badass, but can be rigid and reserved as well. Yeah. Wow. Capricorn and determination. Okay, it might be hard to see that card, but that's a bright yellow card of determination. And it's showing a mountain with like that sun in the background, okay? Sun behind these people. And it's interesting that the mountain, because Capricorn is the mountain goat, right? They trudge up that mountain until they reach the top. Abundance. Yeah, I get a strong sense that this is a boss figure, authority figure, an entrepreneur, someone that you had like a taboo kind of situation with that erotica and sensuality. You may work in health because that tail of the two snakes there is really giving me like that like health symbol. Medicine, you might work in the medical field, and this was a very taboo kind of situation here. I felt like they were very determined to snag you, to touch you. And you might have really had stars in your eyes about this situation because of the abundance here. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. This is very interesting. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I mean, I'm getting like a lot of this is you. Fox, okay, someone being a little shrewd. Resourcefulness in business. Oh my goodness. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. This is so much about work. Ridiculous amounts. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. This is someone you had a very intense connection with. And I feel like you worked with this person in some way, shape, or form. You might have owned a business with this person. Why are they spying? Why are they spying? I definitely need to know. And why is it secret? Maybe you don't even know that this person... You may still be in a relationship of some sort with this person, and you don't even know that this person is actually watching you. That's just for someone... Because this torch feels like it's very daylight. It's very lit up. Okay? There's not much like in the darkness. I feel like this is like right in your face, but you just don't know that they're spying on you. If it's a work situation, this could be someone that is spying on you like on technology through passwords and stuff like that. Who is this person? Tell us about this Capricorn person. It doesn't need to be a Capricorn, but it's someone that you have that kind of work connection with. Oh, Pentacle energy. All over this reading is Pentacle energy. The Nine of Pentacles, someone who is very independently wealthy, okay? They come across as not needing anyone. And that's why they, I just heard untouchable, and that's why they may have appeared really... attractive to you, not just because they were successful and had this like status of a boss figure or a manager or something like that, but also because like they seemed intouchable, like they didn't need anybody, and so therefore them wanting you was actually quite a thrill. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles. If it wasn't abundantly clear, this person is someone you worked with. This is someone you worked with, and it possibly could be in the creative field, but it's someone you've toiled with. You've spent time, like blood, sweat, and tears, kind of working on something together with. A project together, or actually working together. Okay, so now that we know who they are, why are they spying? Seven of Swords, they came right up over that Fox energy there. They couldn't be more... alike, right? The Fox energy and the shrewdness, and the Seven of Swords is this sneaky energy, someone trying to steal something from you, stealing information, getting inside your head like a little worm. Like hiding around corners. I really feel eavesdropping energy here as well, you know, because this fox is hiding behind this little bush, but you have to be as super quiet so as not to spook the fox. But in the same token, they're probably like hiding behind a bush and trying not to be seen. You know, they've got that real agility and ability to not squawk, right? Squawk. I don't know why I said it like an American, but Like they're not, I feel like they may be talking to other people. They may be quite vocal to you about untruths here. This is lies. Someone telling you, I just heard, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies, right? I think this person has been telling you pork pies. Sweet little lies or white lies that you thought were nothing much. But with this egg, it feels like something's about to hatch too. Although it says success is assured with good plans and hard work, it feels like something's about to hatch. Then you've got the 9 of Swords in reverse. I don't think this person feels any guilt or resentment about the way that they're treating you. They don't mind that you're suffering. Whoa, this is a harsh person. How are they having a... I feel like I lost a card. Okay, that's weird. You might have to be like looking around corners. You're like looking around corners waiting for this person to pop up. Like you're really getting a heightened sense. There's a spiritual element to you. And I feel like this person was trying to really steal your light. Okay? They saw how brightly you shone and they wanted to steal your light. I didn't think that all of these piles were actually going to have like a negative sense to them, but I feel like this person in some way has taken advantage of you, or that's how you feel. It also looks in the tail, like here, and here. It's like blocked chakras, okay? Blocked chakras, and also like eggs that are being pressured. Like they look like this little egg here, and it's like they're getting squeezed and constricted by this constrictor. It's a powerful creature. This person is a powerful creature. And comes across as very... They may be like a different culture to you. They come across as very like exotic, not just erotic. They come across as exotic. And they come across like a unicorn in the sense of you really fell for this person. You fell for their determination. And the money was like a bonus, of course. You fell for the way that they were independent, and possibly you've dealt with people who always needed to take from you. But I think this person possibly showered you with some kind of abundance. A lot of praise, I feel, but also gifts and like bonuses as well. But I really think they were priming you to like, they're lying behind, like, to your face, but they're like sneaking around behind your back, and they're not afraid. They're not upset if you're upset. They're completely unfazed by this situation. And I think they're on a trajectory to achieve a lot more abundance. And possibly you are as well. What this success, is this for pile 2 or is it this person? I just heard the business of you both, okay? So if you own a business together, partnership together, Queen of Wands. I feel like it's you. That's you, because that energy I was picking up with the enlightened person and the torch and the light, you're going to have success, but I feel like it's in different ways to this person. Your success is going to come from authenticity, playfulness, creativity, shining a light on other people, inspiring other people, being the life of the party in like a good way though. Yeah, a sense of play, whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, it feels like your success is actually going to come from being the light to other people, spiritually as well. Interesting. Be careful you don't burn out. Okay. I don't think that's possible though. I don't think that's possible. Knight of Swords. Someone's on the run. Look at this person. Someone's on the run. That I feel it's you. You're running from this. You figured it out and you're running. The Magician. You have all the tools that you need to succeed without this person. So do not let this person convince you that you're nothing without them. Why are they spying? They don't want to see you leave and succeed. They don't want to see you leave and succeed. They actually want to see you suffer, so that it's almost like so they can laugh about it. It's like some kind of twisted like competition to this person. Why? Why are they spying on pile number 2? Why is this person spying on pile number 2? I just saw, what was that? Was that the world? Yeah. You might be about to take off. They see this coming to an end. I just heard watching and waiting. Why? What are they waiting for? The Fool. They're waiting for you to slip up. Why? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Are they trying to steal an opportunity from you? I just heard deal or no deal. Okay, so this might be... Wow, this person is really calculated. Their computers are like, yep, 100%. That was a big ding. They're waiting for you to slip up and make a risky move so that they can rob you of an opportunity. So there may be like a client or something that you have been trying to procure for the business that you share, or the business that you're trying to like pull apart from this person, or the project that you worked on and you're about to secure another client or something like that. You're about to sign another deal. And they're watching and thinking they're going to make a mistake. Pile 2 is going to stuff up here and I'm going to like swoop in, right? I'm like waiting in the background to steal. Literally, the 7 of Swords is often a thief. To steal from this person, and I'm going to laugh when they're sad. I'm not going to care at all when they're sad. When pile number 2 is upset about this. Knight of Pentacles. They think they can do it better than you. And that's the like, that's the shadow side of Capricorn. And I don't like to use the word shadow side because we can often use our shadow side. But this is like the really dark negative side of Capricorn. Is they can become so obsessed with their work that they actually put it above everything else. And they think that they can do it better than everyone else as well. Okay, they might not be very upfront in saying it, but it's almost like they're quietly persuasive into... I just heard convincing the other party. Wow, there's a lot of downloads coming for you guys. I think that they think you're going to rush in, whereas they would have done it slow and steady. This is that Knight of Pentacles energy. They would have done it slow and steady, and they think that's the better route to go. Okay. What would they say to pile number 2? What would they say to pile number 2 if they had the chance? What would they say? You're not going to win by juggling. You're not going to win by juggling. Stay busy. Hop on one foot. Hop on one foot. It's like they're throwing 20 cents at your feet and they're saying jump. I'm like, they want you to jump through hoops. There's the Knight of Pentacles again. I would have done it this way. I would have done it that way. I'm getting mansplaining vibes. Okay. What else would they say to pile number 2? What else would they say? Whoa. I feel like they might be quite aggressive to your face, like pointing and getting right up in your face, or at least like a hand like this, like, you know, in your face. 6 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. Ooh, okay. Be careful here, pile number 2. They're going to try to tell you how they see it. And it may very well not be how your situation is. I just heard keep mum. Okay, so if you don't know what that means, it means like stay silent. Don't tell them anything. It's on a need to know basis. Okay. I feel like this person thinks that you're juggling and hopping on one foot, and therefore you're going to fall into the abyss and make a mistake and be a fool. Okay, you're going to take a leap of faith that you're not ready for, and this person is going to mansplain to you, this is how you should have done it, and like they're thinking they're coming from a good place, and they're thinking they're being a good Samaritan and being like extending their hand to you and saying, well, you know, it should be like this, and this is how I would do it, and like just that condescending vibe. Okay, and I feel like they're trying to tell you how your situation should pan out, and I think they're telling you that because they actually are going to say, look, look. It's just something so condescending about this person. Like I can see their face right up in your face and they'll be like, why don't I do you a favor? Okay, I know you want to cut loose here. I know that you want a happier, like more peaceful, you know, you're spiritual, you're ascending, you're creative. You'd be better suited to do this. I have to stop with the voice. It's like, I just want to scream. I just want to scream. So gross, so gross. But this person is coming across like appealing to your like the dreams that you may have shared with them in like the bedroom. I'm hearing like pillow talk, that they may have like really got you to open up in that sense, and they got you to like trust them in that sense, and so therefore you revealed certain things that perhaps you shouldn't have, and possibly a lot to do with work and money. And now this person is kind of going, well, I'll offer you this, I'll give you this, and it's like a payout, a cop out. It's a cop out, and it's a low ball offer, and they're just hoping that you don't see your worth. They're just hoping that you feel so overwhelmed with this situation that you'll take it and you'll dip. Okay? That you'll be like, oh yeah, I do want that life. Oh, you're such a good person. Like, thank you so much. Like, you didn't have to do this after everything we've been through. You know, kind of that kind of situation. But really, Spirit here knows already. Before we even asked about what this person would say, Spirit was always already on your side and saying, run, pile number 2, run like the wind. Get the heck away from this person, because you are the magician. You are powerful, okay? What comes after the Fool? The Magician, okay? Look at your limitless potential here. You're a step ahead of this person. They think you're the Fool. Okay, that's the 0 that in tarot. It's the beginning of the Fool's journey. But you know what? You're a magician. You had this up your sleeve all along. Okay? You just had to remember who the F you were. And you're about to pull some magic manifesting, okay? You work with Spirit and look at this person like toiling. Instead of toiling with this person and building for them or with them and on something that you thought was going to be partly yours but is not, Spirit is saying, stir the pot of your own desire and run as far as you can, because you have everything you need, Queen of Wands, regardless of sex, we're just talking energy. You have all the power and playfulness and positivity and light and abundance and courage to do this. You absolutely do. Wow. Okay. Oh, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're going to be just fine, pile number 2. But move away from this person for sure. Move away from this person. We've got Libra energy before I even shake these. We'll just go Libra energy. So a sense of balance coming through. The 10th house talking about career and ambition and power, reputation, social status as well. You're wanting to recalibrate, I just heard. Set the record straight, but it's almost like you're letting their actions do all the talking. You know that the truth will come to the surface, and if you focus on you and what success is coming for you by being a good person, okay, and being true and happy instead of being shrewd and rigid, then I know, then you know, then I know. Okay, interesting. That I know that you know. Okay, so society, okay, because the 10th house often talks about like social causes as well, social status. There's a sense of like that this person, and I say he because it just says like masculine over here. This person feels like they have more social standing. They feel like the dominant party. However, your social status will soon be set right by your own actions and by their actions coming to light and showing their true colors. And then you've got Sagittarius. Oh no, what's this? What are we dealing with here? Oh, then we've got, I'm like, what am I looking at? Then we've got the Mars energy here. So it's talking about aggression, Again, sex. Interesting. An action and assertion. Balance will be set right here. This is a card of action as well. Like, Queen of Wands is active. So act. Don't lose your audaciousness, I just heard. Okay, what else for pile number 2? Okay, the moon. Secrets are coming to light, for sure. What are we doing with here? I'm getting used to these dice, sorry. Some of the symbols are like a bit skew-if. Taurus energy there. Secrets coming to light about things that someone may have been quite stubborn about things that may, like whose loyalty lies where. This is also Venus energy, so it can talk about sex again. A sense of richness, a sense of work. It's earth sign energy, it's grounded. It's also a sense of like luxury. And 12th house here is talking about shadow self. Okay, so things coming to light. This person's spying is going to come to light, and it feels like in a way that may I just heard like, because the Taurus energy is a bull, it may like hit you a little bit. It is going to hurt. Like, it's a bull. It's going to charge. It's going to come charging through. But I feel like that just unlocks more, like, hidden desires for you. It unlocks more shadow work for you. And I feel like that's going to be, like, quite healing for you. And because Taurus, like, likes luxury and richness, I feel like that's just going to fuel your fire. Okay? It's going to fuel your fire. Interesting message. You might feel quite emotional about this situation, but I also think that you're not letting that show. You may be a fire sign because there's strong fire energy coming through, or you may be a Cancer or Pisces as well, or Taurus. Can we get advice for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Advice for pile number 2. Thank you. Find what you truly love and let nothing keep you from doing it. Could not be a better succinct closure to this reading. I do wish you all the best here, pile number 2. I'm sorry if that was hard to hear. Sometimes these messages are hard to give as well, especially when they give me like chills. Yeah, protect yourself. Look after what is yours. Skedaddle, you know, get out of here. You're on the right path for sure. Let me know how this resonated in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 3. This is your reading all about who is secretly spying on you. We're going to find out who they are, why they are spying if we can. What they would say if they actually fronted up and spoke to you instead of sneaking around, and then get some advice from Spirit for you as well. I have pre-shuffled some cards, so let's dive in. We have the Galactic Federation, collaboration, meetings, and community. Okay, this feels like someone you only just met briefly. Could also be like a friend of a friend, like an acquaintance. But with this many people around, it's giving me the vibe of like not someone super close to you. We've got confidence. That's a strange color card for confidence. But look at the like goggle kind of eyes there. Interesting. I think this person like made eyes at you at a meeting or across the table at a party or something like that. And they may have had like rose-colored glasses about like, oh yeah, I'm going to be with pile 3 or that kind of situation. We've got Mercury and communication. Okay, so it could be like a work situation, a work meeting, or a board meeting for something. But this is also someone who possibly thinks a lot, who might be like a lecturer. They might actually see you as a muse with these like eyes like that. They've looked at you and they're kind of like mesmerized by you. There's a curiosity here. Okay, curiosity. They're very aware of you. This could be at class as well, because this is to do with education, learning, like analysis. Okay, so I just heard space travel. And this is my Martian deck. So, and they are like aliens in a spaceship having a meeting. That's interesting. Take that how it resonates. We've got Pisces and the Mystic. Yeah, again, it's giving me space travel vibes. But this is someone who is like thinking about you in all sorts of ways. Very imaginative. They also see you as someone who is like an escape for them. Interesting. They see you as dreamy, possibly very nurturing, mothering, someone they could get close to. You could keep them warm. Someone who goes with the flow. You might look quite ethereal. There's a very fawning sense to this person, okay, because they've got a lot to say to you, right? This is someone who possibly like writes poetry in their head about you, a big sense of imagination, and then like wanting to pour it all out all over you, you know, like very sensual with their words. And they have a sense of confidence about this trait about themselves, a sense of confidence that you will be charmed by their communication style, quite literally charmed, because you're charming. You're like one of the charmed girls. Do you know what I mean? Like you're possibly quite intuitive and even psychic. You also might be a surfer. I just heard. Spiritually aligned anyway. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Okay, this is strange. I need to clarify. I'm getting the feeling that this person has made up a whole scenario in their head, and with you not communicating with them, they're actually thinking that you've abandoned them and like not given them a chance, and you had the world at your feet here with me. Very like confused kind of person. Chair filled, someone new is entering your life. You may have moved to a different friendship circle, or if this is like a friendship circle where you meet in a certain location, then now that you're no longer in the picture, like you're no longer turning up for whatever reason, someone else has moved in. And so this clarifies or apparently clarifies to this person that you're no longer showing up, and so therefore you've abandoned them. Like they're taking it very personally, even though you might have just been like, oh, well, I don't go to that venue anymore, so I don't see that person anymore, and you've not thought anything of it. But I think this person is really like hung up on it, hung up on the idea. Compliments from an admirer. Okay, this person may have like picked a flower. I just heard picked a flower for you, or they've possibly like sent flowers to you, or actually like even given them to you. This sense of confidence is kind of like giving me the ick. I was really hoping that pile number 3 was going to be good, so let's just like give this person the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like that's your energy. You've like, if you were to find this out, you would give this person the benefit of the doubt, and you'd probably like, oh, thank you. Like you'd be quite appreciative, but you'd like let them down gently. However, I think this person has really gotten inside their head. They've got a busy mind. And I think they're like really taking this like, you didn't show up, so therefore you're not speaking to me, and it's something I've done wrong, and you've missed out. You've missed out on what I can offer you, you know. And I think that they thought that they had a lot to offer you, and they might have even given you flowers in front of other people, or they might have done something for you, a small token to compliment you in front of this group. And it feels kind of awkward, like they've called you out and it's kind of awkward, and they're being overly confident here, because that color really set me off when I saw it. Like it's an ick color for that like attribute, for confidence. It just feels a bit off. Something feels off. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. You're just out here happy, living your life, kind of oblivious to this situation. But I feel like you might also start to hear whispers in the wind about this person talking about you while you're no longer in the vicinity. Interesting. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Now, this could be the reason why you're not actually present at this venue. You might be taking some time to heal. You might not be as social at the moment, and like it's nothing personal. You're just out here like being your Pisces self, whether you relate to that or not. You could be an Aquarius. This person could be an Aquarius. This person could be a Leo. I just heard Capricorn as well. I'm getting devil energy, but that's Capricorn energy. I'm not trying to call this person a devil. But there may have been something that you're trying to heal from. And I mean, this person might even know that and be talking about that just so that it gets back to you. Because there's leaves around this wind chime, and then it like relates to the wreath leaves. There's leaves on every single card here. So I do feel like there's whispers in the wind, but something's like crunchy underfoot, you know? It's just like, it's something that you're just walking over and you had no idea that, like, you've really got no idea. And it's interesting because these dice I just threw over here after the last reading, we've got the Mars energy, the Aquarius energy, which I was picking up from the Mercury here. I'm not actually getting Aquarius from the Mercury. I'm getting Aquarius from the communication. I just heard switching sides like a Gemini, okay? So and I'm also seeing Cancer energy here as well. So, I think this person is an air sign for sure with this communication. Mercury is Gemini actually. But this Aquarius energy, I feel like they're quite aloof. So you wouldn't even pick this person. And they might be quite quirky. And that's where I think their like false sense of confidence comes from. You know, it's like they're relying on their comedic timing, or, you know, they might be well known in the group for being like the know-it-all. There's something like geeked out about this confidence. I just heard Beauty and the Beast. Okay, interesting. And then the 7th house is talking about partnerships, relationships, marriage, that kind of thing. So I really do think this person, in their mind's eye, in their imagination, right? Because the Aquarius is an imaginative sign. Like, they're unique, right? They've got a wild imagination at times. And I really think they were trying to take action, or in their ideal situation, they would like to take action towards you to marry you. Like, they really saw you as marriage material. Interesting. Why is this person spying on pile number 3? And how? Queen of Cups, the world. Yeah, they think you're their everything. They see your spiritual nature and they're like, end game. Okay. They're thinking that you're going to come back into the fold, but I have a feeling that you may have leveled up-leveled, elevated, healed. You don't need that energy anymore. You've like moved on because of the possible like pain that you've been dealing with and the shadow work that you've been doing. And I do feel like you're not out here waiting for anyone actually. But this person seems to think that like you need them, and there's a sense of destiny here, and that you, wow, weird, that you would like wait for them. How are they spying on pile number 3? Judgment. They're trying to get in your head. They're almost like spying in lucid dreaming as well. I also hear like they're spying and keeping tabs on you through gossip. 9 of Swords. They stay up late at night thinking about you. I'm also getting social media here with the 9 of Swords. It's late at night stalking. Okay, stalking and talking, I just heard. Knight of Cups. How? I feel like, are they sending you letters? Oh, this is creepy. Unless you want that. They've they're really wearing their heart on their sleeve here. And they're like trying to like, they're trying to like astral travel to you and get access to you in your dreams. You may have actually had a dream about this person, and I feel like they've tried to communicate with you in the way that they think they can get to you, this mystic energy. But it actually probably gave you like the horrors at night. It probably gave you like nightmares. But this person thinks they've been hella romantic. They could actually be sending you like, I'm hearing like they're liking all your posts. They're really like keeping tabs on you on social media. They're like drip feeding you bits of gossip as though you're still at the table. Do you know what I mean? And you may actually know now who this person is, and you're like, yeah, I mean, like, I got bad vibes from that guy or that person. Like, there's just something really strange, and I'm very drawn to this like ant-like alien in the tallest one in this picture here. They could be quite tall, gangly, big eyes. I'm definitely getting the big eyes, okay? Or they wear glasses. But I feel like you caught them looking at you a bunch of times, and you thought nothing of it. You thought they were just being sweet, or like just like one of the crew, because they were like shouting you drinks, or you know, they were giving you compliments. They may have even tried to talk to you about like twin flames. I feel like they did research and they came back and they tried to come from a more emotional place to connect with you. And they're still trying to do that. They're still like, this little letter down the bottom, it just gives me like they're either sending you physical letters, or they're actually like just dropping like those love hearts on all your Instagram stories or something like that. They're really trying to just be subtle, but it's not, it's almost so obvious now to you. It's like so obvious, you know? Ace of Pentacles, they might even come through with a gift, or they might have said, oh, we should catch up sometime. Let's go out for dinner. There's picnic vibes here. Oh, you missed out last night. We had a great crew. And it's almost like they're trying to get you to come to like an event, but you're going to be the only one that shows up. They want to show up as the King of Cups for you. They really believe that they can be like, I just heard shapeshift. Okay. So it might not be in their nature. I feel like this person is very analytical, very much in their head, and they're trying to tap into their feelings. But they're making it quite awkward, and God bless them, you know, like they're trying, but like there is something a little weird about this, in the fact that it feels like you just didn't even entertain this. Like you didn't give this person an inch. Like you were just being your normal, friendly, beautiful, like attractive, mystic, high vibing self. There you go. Computer says yes. Magic, like you just like shine your magic. You might be quite empathetic and you really listen to people. You're a healing presence, and this person has taken that completely the wrong way, and really thought that they could have something here with you. What would they say to pile number 3 if they had the chance? What would they say? I mean, what are they already saying, really? Because it feels like they're definitely communicating with you. Magician. They're really going to talk themselves up, I feel. Oh. They're saying, I want to offer you the love that you deserve. There's the devil energy. Interesting. They're very attached to you. They're going to say to you, look, I can make all your problems go away. You don't have to feel this sadness anymore. And that's to do with whatever loss or pain you're going through. They're really going to come through and be like, I got you, right? I got you. I want to give you the love that you deserve. Now, you might entertain this person after now you know this and you're like, oh, duh. Like, I knew that all along. I just wasn't entertaining it and I never saw them like that. You might want to give this person affection with this Two of Cups. It could be a mutual feeling, and you might actually believe them. You might be like, oh yeah, well, they're really trying, like, to connect with me, and I just, like, I didn't see it. And maybe I could have it all with this person. And maybe they did manifest me. And maybe they can bring me in from out of the cold, right? Maybe they can be a warm place to land. And maybe we can have a mutual love and affection for each other here. However, we have major spying energy going on here with the King of Swords and the Devil. They are very obsessed with you. They're obsessed with looking at you. It's like with this Nine of Swords, it literally keeps them up at night. You keep them up at night, okay? And they think you are going to turn around and be like, yep, of course, absolutely, let's resurrect this. Even though there was, you know, in as far as you're concerned, there really was nothing there. But in their mind, they've had a breakup with you, okay? If you are relating as someone who has physically had a relationship with this person, and there was an actual separation here, then this person is saying, like, I want to get back together with you because I'm madly, madly obsessed with you. I don't know if they're madly in love with you. They see you as the Queen of Cups and they want to come through as the King of Cups. So there can be love there. There's a lot of emotions. They've got deep wells of emotions for you. However, I'm also getting that it's not genuine to who they are. It's not genuine to... I feel like they're wearing a mask here, and that devil energy is definitely giving me that. They may have other addictions as well, but I also feel like there's just a part of this person that you don't actually see, and this is where I think this is more their energy with the Mercury in communication and the King of Swords. It just feels like they are very analytical, they're curious, you know, they're information, ideas people, and they have this vision for sure, but it's not coming from their heart space. And then the Knight of Wands here is like, well, let's just go out and see what happens. Let's just have a good time and see what happens. Again, like, let me take you on a picnic. Let's go to listen to some music. They might really try and connect with you on like a fun friendship level again to try and warm you back up. So it's completely up to you, Pile 3, what you do with this situation. But this person is I feel like they've got a confession coming through for sure. A confession of what they think is love, but I'm not sure you feel the same way. Completely up to you. Let's roll these dice one more time. We've got Cancer energy here, the Mars energy again, and the 4th house. So talking about home, roots. Mars energy is Aries and... Mars. One other sign? Scorpio. Scorpio rules Mars and Pluto. So, and this devil energy is Capricorn, but I often get Scorpio energy from the devil as well, just an intensity. Okay, so this person is very intense in the actions that they want to come towards you with. And they are seeing you as that Cancer, Pisces, heart space, watery energy. And it's almost like they want to have a heart transformation. Again, up to you, but I feel like this person wants to say, like, let's get married. Let's move in together. Let's get married. Completely up to you what you do with it, but let's get some advice for you, pile number 3. And I'm also seeing this Mars symbol, even, glyph, as like shooting into the heart, right? They want to almost like Cupid their way into your heart. Interesting. And they might win you over. Like, no doubt they might. You've got a lot of advice. I'm actually going to take all 3 because this is quite an interesting situation. Forgive yourself for the times you stumbled and fell short of your goals, for the times you tried so hard and lost, and for all the times you didn't try at all. Okay? Yeah, that really speaks to me as like, oh, I didn't even see this. Was I a bad person? Like, you're a sensitive soul. You're going to look at yourself and ask yourself these questions because that's in your nature. You're going to be like, am I a bad person because I didn't even see this? Like, I just thought they were being friendly. Do I not read the signs properly? Like, forgive yourself. But also forgive yourself for perhaps coming across as someone who's friendly and giving this person the wrong idea. because it's not something that you need to be ashamed of. That's actually a beautiful thing. And some people just don't know how to read you, okay? Pamper yourself often. Treat yourself to soothing scents, a healing touch, or a gift of fresh flowers. You deserve the best. There's the gift of fresh flowers, okay? But I feel like this is actually saying, like, buy them yourself. Like, I can buy myself flowers, you know? But, you know, if this person is going to give you some gifts, then, you know, take them. If they're coming from a sincere place, if you really feel like they are, and they're like, look, just take these because, like, I just want you to know. And you can say, look, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being a good friend. You know, I had no idea that it was this intense. I never knew you felt this way. But treat yourself anyway. Look after yourself. Self-love. And especially because you're still healing. You're still coping. Okay, surround yourself with things you enjoy looking at, listening to, or sharing your space with. Things that give you energy and things that bring you peace. Very much so. Okay, so if you feel like you've moved on from these people and this situation and the venue and place in which you know this person, like, let it go. Be okay with that. Like, if you're going to hurt someone's heart and you're like, oh, sweet thing, I'm so sorry, you know, then pamper yourself, love on yourself, because what you give to yourself, you give out to other people. That energy, it's almost like inspiration for that person to go and look after themselves, and you're forgiving yourself for whatever you think you did wrong here. And you just keep going on the path of you surrounding yourself with the people and places and the things you like looking at, okay? If you don't like looking at this person and you think they look a little bit Martian-like and you're like not into it, like, it is what it is, you know? That's your choice. And so you can stick with your idea of finding the right person. Just because someone likes you doesn't mean you need to like them back, and you don't need to feel bad for not liking them back, okay? Yeah, your big Cancerian Pisces, like, water sign heart here, it just love on yourself. And I feel like there is love around the corner. I feel called to look, yeah, the moon. There are things coming for you, pile number 3, that you do not yet know. There is deep love coming for you that you have not yet experienced. 6 of Pentacles, and a true gift of love is coming through for you, okay? A true gift of love is coming through. That's the reading that I have for you, pile number 3. Please let me know in the comments below how this resonated. Thank you so much for being here. Look after your beautiful selves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.